Hello and welcome to Channel's Book Club. I'm Olakunle Kasumo. The real heroes of every society are often unknown and uncelebrated. From parents to soldiers to doctors to clergymen and teachers, every day, ordinary people make tremendous sacrifices to make society better without getting the deserved accolades. In the following reports, you will meet a young man who works hard with his team to improve the quality of education in Nigeria, particularly in the much neglected rural areas. Enjoy this.
Rhealyz Global Empowerment Initiative, also called Rhealyz Africa, is on a mission to save education in Nigeria's rural areas. Concerned about situations under which children learn in the rural areas, this group goes about promoting initiatives to improve learning conditions for children in disadvantaged communities. This time, it was about providing notebooks for the children of St. William's RCM Nigerian Primary School in Oda, Ondo State, southwest Nigeria. It is an agrarian community. It shouldn't be so, but having notebooks is a big deal for children in many schools in rural Nigeria. The challenges in such schools are enormous, and there is often a silent cry for help.
The friendly match between Super Eagles and Cypher Stars was played in which stadium? Which stadium? Yes? Again? That is correct. Let's clap for him.
A team lead of Rhealyz Africa and volunteers of his Kit a Child project were in St. William's RCM Nigerian Primary School. It started with the volunteers reading from storybooks and testing the children's ability to read and comprehend in an interactive process. The focus was on students in primaries 5 and 6.
In the year 1917, there were two tailors in Sango village. Their names were Kopo and Baja. Kopo had a very big shop in front of the village market. He knew how to cut and sew clothes for different occasions. Kopo knew how to sew English words, so as shirt, blouse, and trousers. He was also good at sewing lace wear, such as Irobu, Dansiki, and Agbada. Many people like Kopo because he was good at his trade. He had his apprentices. Two of the apprentices were from Songo village, while the other four came from the laboring village to learn the trade of tailoring.
Finesse and diction may be missing for these children, but you certainly cannot fault their desire to learn, spirit, and confidence.
What happened, my son? Why didn't you sew my clothes? She asked in a sober way. Sorry, we were so busy. Coco told the old woman. So busy that you could not. So busy that you could not spare an old woman a few minutes.
All the children were given notebooks as gifts. They were thrilled as the visitors not only brought notebooks and education, but also came with music and dance. And the teachers joined in the fun. Iweti Adeshida, the team lead and program director of Rhealyz Africa, explains the vision and goals.
Kit a Child is one of our projects under Rhealyz Africa, and the essence of this project is to see how we can give the necessary support for indigent kids, because we feel that kids in private schools or advantaged schools have this advantage over them. This is a rural community, though it's also getting to be an urban community, but they have a lot of disadvantages in terms of access to infrastructure, access to learning, because one of the things we also discovered that their grammar, that's their ability to compose themselves, to communicate, is also very challenging. Then because of the challenges that they have with their parents, because for me also I have background in agriculture, and I've discovered that a lot of farmers, they produce food for us, but we have forgotten their children. And we have decided that let's not forget the children of the farmers that put food on our table. let's take care of them. So that's why we decided to come to a community like this, because a lot of them, they are agrarian, it's an agrarian community, a lot of them are farmers. So we are trying to provide our own support for those who are giving us food.
He appealed for collaboration.
The infrastructure here is very, very poor. When we got here, we discovered that one of the classes, primary 1 and 2, they sit in the same class and they take the same class at the same time. So how do you expect a child like that to develop him or herself? And one thing we don't understand is that they are going to migrate to the city. And if we don't take care of them, it could also affect the peace in the city. So that's why we want to provide that, because even their classes, they are managing what they have now. If you look at the roof, a lot of them are dilapidated. We don't even know what will happen when it comes to even the strength of the building. When rain is falling, you see buckets, being used in the class because of drizzling of rain and things like that. So we want government, and not just government alone. I always say this: government cannot do everything. Corporate organizations, there's what we call the corporate social responsibility. They can also come to help. Individuals can come. We cannot do it alone. We are trying our best. We've been here for almost 1 year, and we'll be doing it repeatedly. Ayomide is one of our recipients. And one thing about Ayomide is this: though it's physically challenged, but intellectually it's very, very sound. And we cannot leave Ayomide alone like this. It needs better care. It needs better, and a better understanding of what education is all about. And again, also, it needs better health care. So we try to provide necessary support, providing with scholarship, helping with his books, ensure that he has enough books. He has a lot of things to write. Then we come to motivate him, because people like this also, they could also have a kind of a stigma in the society. But we try to make him feel among and know that he can do it, he can achieve it no matter what. So he's also one of our bright recipients. We have about 7 of them in this school that we are taking care of every session. So we are also planning to do more this session by God's grace.
The children were well aware of the good gesture and the needs of their school.
Our school need a new compound that will be learning, because we did not have a new compound. Sometimes snake will come inside, and we want government to help us to do a new compound. I want the government to build a new classroom for us, and I appreciate Rhealyz Africa, because they do many things to our school, and today they bring education to our school. And I pray to God that God should bless you all in Jesus' name.
Despite the support from individuals and private groups, when it comes to public education, the buck still stops on the table of government.
We want to let government to do our school, find the environment well and clean our environment well. I like to be reading my book every day.
I really appreciate this program, and they have been helping this school a lot, both in reading, giving out storybooks, giving them big notes, writing materials, scholarship to some less privileged pupils.